Hey Pop-Tarts, are you ready for the easiest party and picnic dessert? I don't think you're ready, but get ready. Here it is, chocolate chip cream cheese squares. This is my mom's recipe. Yes, have other people made it? Is it out there in other forms? Is it called other things? Yes. But growing up as a kid, my mom made this. Thus, it's my mommy's recipe. Okay, you need a 9x13 pan. Spray it, line it with parchment. I like to make sure I get the sides. We don't want her to stick. Shaboom. My energy is like other level today. Not sure what it is. You need one roll of like Toll House slice and bake cookie dough. That's chocolate chip. Honestly, I would buy two because sometimes your slices get a little thick. Sometimes you want your crust a little thicker. But basically, you're going to take one of those, slice it, and lay the slices down in the pan and press them down together. Or you can take the homemade option, make your own cookie dough, and do the same thing. This cookie dough recipe is my chocolate chip cookie dough recipe. It's in my cookie playlist. Either one is fine. But yeah, I'm going to amend what I said earlier. You need two rolls. We always use two rolls. Look at all the chocolate chips. And we are just going to, I'm going to put this down in like little chunks and then I'm going to push it together. But if you're using a slice and bake, it's nice because you can just slice it up and lay the slices in and then just push the gaps together. And it'll bake together a bit too, however you want it to be. And of course, you can do variations on this. You could do sugar cookies with sprinkles, like a sprinkle layer. And then basically what we're going to do is put a cream cheese filling over top, more cookies, like cookie dough dotted on top of that, and bake it. It is delicious. It is crazy easy. Crazy easy. All right. Start pushing this down. I do encourage you to push it into the corners so that you've got like a nice anchor. So I need a little bit more. If you're using my cookie recipe, my cookie dough recipe, I would just make a double. And then if you have some left over, oh darn, I guess you'll have to bake cookies. But this recipe travels really well because you're going to cut it into squares. Then you can put those easily into a container, into a cooler. My mom used to make this for 4th of July's, family reunions when we would travel to Knoebels. This was like a way to have a cold, refreshing dessert that was easy to travel with and stay cold in the cooler. It's very nostalgic for my sister and I. There it is, the cookie layer. Now, for the cheesecake cream cheese layer, 1 block of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. Whisk her up. You don't even need a mixer. We are dirtying minimal things. That also makes it wonderful. I feel like it makes it taste better somehow. 1 egg and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. There she is. Pour this over top. You know what? This is a little light for me. I'm wondering if I didn't write it down right. I feel like my mom's recipe was more than this. This isn't filling. This is like a glaze. We're double in this bit. Hold, please. just double check the original recipe. I did mess it up. So it is 2 blocks of cream cheese, 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, and 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla. I was like, I know my mom didn't ever make a dessert that didn't have filling like this. We're gonna smooth it out. Now we're just going to dot or flatten out little pieces of cookie dough on top. Obviously you're not gonna press them down together. They don't have to all be touching. It's cool for the cream cheese filling to come through. That is what makes them beautiful and also easy. I just kind of put them in like different shapes, kind of puzzle piece like. And besides, they're gonna bake up and bake together somewhat too. I'm in a strangely good mood today. Probably because I'm making one of my mom's recipes. I miss her a lot right now. So we're just gonna cook and bake like her a little bit extra. And I'm working on something special to remember her by. And I'm very excited to be taking the next steps of that. Okay, here's what it looks like. We're gonna bake this for 30 to 35 minutes at 350, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Here they are, all finished. I let them cool for 2 hours at least at room temperature, and then I refrigerate overnight before slicing. It just makes it that much easier. And that's it. You slice them up, serve them up, and enjoy. If you want to see more recipes like this and baking content in general, make sure that you're following me, share this with your friends who like to bake, and I hope to see you in the next one.